Okay.
Well, it's
Well, maybe.
Okay, I think we are.
If anybody can see us, the Three Stooges are here.
we think.
We think. Give us a thumbs up or say something if you're in the room, and we can know if you can see us and hear us. This is Jeannie and Carrie just left, and Rachel from Trendy, and we're going to do a centerpiece today. Before we get started, though, we want to make sure that we are broadcasting to the public. Sometimes we not quite set our equipment up.
We got a high.
We got a high.
Hi, Ramona.
Okay. Thank you, Ramona. Thank you. So we know we're broadcasting. So we're not going to try to watch for comments. If you have questions, just post them. We'll come back to it later. And if you will, let us know where you're from and tell us what state you're from and say hello and share our link with your friends if you would. What we're going to do today is make an autumn centerpiece.
Turkey
Turkey
time.
Right for Thanksgiving, and here comes Carrie.
Yeah.
Carrie.
We gotta work.
Carrie's working today.
We gotta
Rachel
work.
and I are just,
Carrie wants to say hello, and we're going to do the centerpiece while she keeps filling everybody's orders.
She's working on filling your orders.
Thank you, Carrie.
We're going to use this cute raz turkey butt. You've got the number?
Yes, I do. The turkey butt number is 3716119. It's Raz, and he is really cute. Plaid.
It's got a front. It got a big hook that you can use, like if you wanted to hang this on a wreath and make a door hanger out of it or something like that. Cute little back pocket. It's got little denim pants on and little feathers, and some of these
are wired, yeah.
Yes, a couple of them are wired, so you can shape them, and the legs are wired, so you can shape them. So we're going to use him. We've got a chocolate, this is what's called a pencil rail, and you got a number?
I do, and that's XX759940.
And if you've ever used a pencil rail, you'll know that when these twists are applied to the rail, and you see there's one that's kind of limp and loose, but that's okay. It won't hurt anything. But they're spaced out along the rail, ever so many inches apart. So what happens is, when you want to make a nice, even project, you wind up with, you've got a twist on one side, one corner, and you don't have one here. So in that case, we're going to make our own twist. But we're going to use that pencil rail.
Okay.
And we're going to do some ruffles with this. This is a brown with copper mesh ribbon.
And that is a wide foil, 10 inch, and the number is RE134104.
Right, and we're, like I say, after we finish with this and we get this made, and of course it'll be posted on Facebook, so if you can't watch it right now, you can always come back later, but I'll come back with an image of the project when we're finished, and I'll give you the SKU and link to all the things. Plus, we're going to put these items in a kit, and so that'll be a product that you can buy on Trendy. All supplies came from Trendy. Everything that we make here comes from the products that we have in stock on Trendy.
Yes.
I'm surprised every time that question comes up when somebody says, well, where did you get that? And I'm like, girl,
we're trying to sell our stuff.
We're from Trendy. We didn't get it from
anywhere else.
Hobby Lobby. But I do go to Hobby Lobby.
I do too.
You have to.
But
anyway, we don't, we don't claim to compete with Hobby Lobby.
No, and we just want to try to make it convenient for everybody at home to order from us in one fell swoop.
Right, and we put these items in a kit. Some people rather make it without the kit, and that's fine. You'll find most of these items on the website. I think there's a couple that we're going to be using up all that we have in the for the kits. But anyway, we're also going to use these Raz balls. These just came in. I can't remember what collection they're in, but they are a coppery gold. They call them vine balls, glitter vine balls. And we're going to use maybe 3 of those on the kit.
Right, and the number on these is 3703445.
Okay, I'm going to set those aside till we get a little more ready for them.
Okay.
And we've already cut our mesh. Now we cut our mesh into 15-inch length pieces. This is a 10-inch wide mesh, and it's on a 10-yard roll. And I was just going to show you, we use a Fiskars 60mm stick cutter. We don't sell these on Trendy anymore, but in the SKUs that I give you, I'll give you the link, the Amazon link, where you can buy that on Amazon.
Right, and if you've never tried that cutter before, it makes
does
a world
help.
of difference.
It really
yes,
does.
It
You
does.
can cut 2 or 3 layers of mesh at a time if you need to. Those balls are really
glittery.
And we both got old black. I mean, we'll be sparkly tonight.
I always am.
And this, knock my phone off, this is a self-healing cutting mat. It's reversible. It's green on one side, yellow on the other, and it has markings. And that's just what we use to protect our table and to cut our mesh with. It's great. It's also from Amazon, and we'll give you that affiliate link.
Yes.
Now, the first thing we're going to do, this will be the part that I can help with. You want to make the ruffles and let me?
Sure.
Okay. Let me scoot over.
Okay. Swap places.
We're going to make a ruffle, and you just let it kind of naturally roll up on its own. And then I was making a petal the other day, and when we make the petal, you do it from the back side.
Oh.
But with the ruffles, you turn it over like that.
Okay.
And then scrunch up through the middle.
Right.
With your selvage edge to the outside. Now, all mesh ravels. No matter what you do, it's going to ravel. And but cutting it, we saw a hardworking mom, a video that she did the other day, and she did 30-inch ruffles. And so the less cuts that you have, the less raveling.
Right.
Now this is kind of a bulky mesh though, with being wide foil, so we just decided to do 15 inches, to do 2 ruffles, and we're going to put 2 ruffles in each twist. And when I stack my ruffles in my hand, I'm going to hold one way, and then I'm going to put the other one kind of opposite. So I've got a handful of ruffles like that.
Give you even better fullness.
Right, better fullness. And then I'm going to secure it in the twist. It doesn't matter on this rail where you start. And like I say, you're going to need, you may need a twist in the one of the corner spaces. And you know, once we get the mesh on there, we may not need to even things out. It may be enough anyway. Alright.
If anybody at home can see my fingernails, I'd like to go ahead and apologize.
Listen, if you are making wreaths or working in a flower shop,
yes,
you can just hang it up. You might as well wait till Saturday night and do your nails and go to church.
Exactly.
If you'll give it to me one at a time,
Okay.
I can hold them
Be
easier.
better. Okay.
My hands are a little bit arthritic.
I do. I understand.
You're too fast for me. Rachel's younger. That's what it is.
No.
But this is a beautiful Wednesday afternoon, and we realize, you know, this is not, the middle of the afternoon is not the best time for everybody to watch. Of course, we have to do things around here in the shop, you know, when we can do them.
Right.
And, but the replay is always available. You can always come back later. And like I say, if you have any questions, just throw them out there, and when I get home this evening and can sit down at my computer, I'll answer any questions that you have. We hope you will share our link with your friends, though.
Yes.
And maybe get a lot more viewers watching. All that participation helps. And if you haven't liked our Facebook page, if you would, be sure and put a check mark on like, and then put a check mark on receive notifications, so that when we do go live, you'll get a notice that says, hey, Trendy is live. Something like that.
I think so.
But you know, sometimes I get those, and sometimes I don't always get
I know.
them.
I don't get them either. And I even asked to see things from Trendy Tree first on Facebook.
Right.
And I still
I
don't.
think it has something to do with the more participation that you have.
Oh, okay.
So if you comment and participate, then chances are next time you definitely will get a notice from Facebook. Now, you know, Facebook, it's Facebook. They change things up, you know, all the time, so you never know.
You never
But
know.
I do know that sometimes, like Damon Oates, Deco Exchange, I'll get a notice, and then I'll see that he's been on half a dozen times, and I didn't get a notice.
Oh.
So there may be something that you have to sign up for, but
Some kind of Facebook secret.
maybe. Facebook experts, post and answer.
Yes.
Yeah, Yeah, Carrie's filling orders today. We had our instructions though. She said make something orange and blue.
That was her request, so that's what we're trying to do.
Oh, we didn't show our ribbon, but we'll do that in a little bit.
Okay.
I didn't even think about that. Rachel picked out 3 ribbons to use today. And one is turquoise and one is coral, actually. Of course, it looks like kind of like a light orange. And then kind of a neutral.
Right. I think it complements the plaid on the turkey's breeches.
Well,
pretty good.
Right. He's got denim, and then he's got some light blue, and then some pale orange, and then the rust color. It's a great fall color.
It is, and you know, sometimes Thanksgiving kind of gets overlooked, but I love Thanksgiving.
This would be good. You could put this out right now.
You really could.
And leave it till you want to do something else for Christmas.
I agree.
And really, with this copper mesh, I mean, that's a great Christmas color too.
It is.
Take the turkey off and take the ribbons that we're going to use, take those off and put in some bronze, bronze ornaments and some bronze ribbon.
Bronze, I like bronze and gold.
Bronze and gold. And you could use the same base for something else. And that might be something that we need to do. Instead of just, sometimes when we get through making something, we just dismantle it, take it apart, put it back up. Of course, our ribbons, we wind up with a huge box of ribbons over here that in pieces. But that would be a good thing for us to do is after a few days, take these pieces off and and do something for Christmas. I wanted to show you how this twist right here is kind of come loose and it's sliding around a little bit, but I'm going to use it anyway. Once you put your mesh in there, when it butts up against the next ruffle, it's not going to hurt one bit.
Okay.
Now, you've got enough for 2 more ruffles there.
I do.
I tell you what, when I cut this mesh, I said there was 11 twists on here, and we figured we were going to have to add 2 more. So I cut 26 pieces. But my roll didn't allow me to cut 26 pieces. I only had 24.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is make 1 ruffle each, and I'm going to make it like a pick. And I'm going to come back and put one on this corner.
Okay.
And I'm going to put one on this corner to just kind of even things out. So we just made the ruffle and lay that chenille stem right over the top. Just lay it right over the top. Catch it from the bottom. And twist it, so then you have like a pick. And then I'm going to spread that chenille stem out and slide it right over that wire and just catch it from the underneath side and twist it.
Okay.
Now it's going to slide around a little bit too. So I mean, you can take. I could have saved myself some chenille stem and shortened that a little bit, but I'm just going to wrap that.
I'll do it on the next one for you.
That's okay. Here's the cutters.
Okay. Thank you.
Wrap that chenille stem around that edge, and that will keep that ruffle in place and keep it from sliding. It's not going to slide much because it doesn't have much room, but you know, you don't want to pick it up and one ruffle fall off. And when you put it on your table, when you use this, if you put it on your table, you might want to use a table runner under it. Just cut a half of the chenille stem, put it right across the top, catch it underneath the bottom, give it a good twist, and then you've got a pick.
Very good.
And find that corner and just spread out the chenille stem and go right over that corner, wherever you need to put it. And you can twist it from the bottom. If I had ribbons on top, I wouldn't be laying this over, but you're not going to crush that mesh. I'm turning it over, so I'm just going to twist that around and then just wrap those ends out of the way. But like I say, if you're going to put this on a table, you might want to put it on top of the table runner or fold up, you know, napkins or something, just to keep that from scratching your table. But that's where we are now. And if you don't want your twist to show, which for our purposes, we're going to use a twist, we're going to add in some ribbons. But if you didn't want your twist to show, when you're done, you could tuck them to the inside. But next, we're going to put the bud on.
Okay, the turkey bud. Okay, well, So his feathers are wired, so that's really nice. And like we said, this is a raz piece. It's very nice, well constructed, and his legs are wired too. So I think we'll put him kind of in the center.
Okay, and you just have to kind of spread those ruffles out and find your spot.
And
now, you could wire him in.
yes, you could, or you could take. I'm just going to take his little hook.
Right.
And
it's not going to take much because
no,
it's just
going to be laying on the table.
right.
Yeah, but I do want his legs to kind of stick out.
Okay.
In a funny way.
All right.
So there, we've wrapped his hanger there around that
Okay.
wire on the work rail.
I like that.
Yeah, it's cute.
All right. So next we're gonna make some bows, and
Right.
we picked out. This is a turquoise 2.5 inch ribbon, a kind of a faux burlap neutral, and a 1.5 inch, and this is a coral. And there's a good opportunity to show you. Sometimes when you buy ribbon, you may run across a piece of ribbon that has been pieced together. That's usually because it come off the machine that way at the factory. And what Craig has told me, I take him at his word. He says anytime that happens, you usually get extra ribbon on the roll to compensate for
Oh,
that.
okay.
Now, the same with the mesh. If you get a short end,
Yeah.
So
That's good to know.
Well,
Yeah.
and usually you can work around it. It's not like a critical thing. But we're going to
Right.
make a bow that is what we call a scrap bow. There's lots of different bow types of bows out there.
Right.
Julie with a Southern Charm Wreath makes one she calls a funky bow, and that's the first one that I saw do that.
Right.
So I'm sort of making mine like hers, but she is an expert bow maker.
Well, and I love the way that these bows lay flat. That's I wanted you to show me how to do that because I had never done that before, and I love the way that they will lay flat
I will.
with their streamers.
And
too, so.
Damon Oates with Deco Exchange, he has a bow. Now he uses the Pro Bow, I think, to do his.
Oh, okay.
He makes a gorgeous bow that is like this, but it's much bigger. And he's got a little different twist to his.
Okay.
And Terry Marshall has a Terry bow, and it's also made with the Pro Bow. We need to get our Pro Bow out and practice on some of those techniques.
Yes, we do.
But we just thought probably 4 smallish bows would be sufficient for this centerpiece. So you just pick up one of your 2.5 inch pieces and fold it in the center. Rachel has already just cut the tails off at an angle. You can finish those off with a chevron cut or dovetail, whatever you want to do. And I'm going to need another chenille stem.
Oh, okay. Sure.
And I'm just going to pinch the bow. I'm going to make about a 5-inch loop. And I have a little measuring stick. This is a paint stick from Home Depot. It's just really handy when you just need to measure.
Yes,
now,
it is.
Rachel, you can make your loops and just not ever have to measure anything.
Well, none of my stuff comes out as uniform as yours and stuff does, though.
I don't know, but I picked up my 1.5 inch ribbon. Going to make the same 5-inch loop, and I'm just kind of holding it side by side there. And now I've got, and I need to angle that tail, if you would. I'm going to pick up that.
Just going to cut it at an angle here.
There you go. Then I'm going to make my last loop. This is just going to be a small bow, 3 loops. This is another 2.5 inch ribbon, like a 5-inch loop, and just kind of pulling it in there. Looks like an octopus. You got 3 loops, and I've got 6 tails hanging down. So I'm going to take a chenille stem. I'm going to go right over where I was holding with my fingers. Pull that to the back. And just going to twist that tightly. It's easier to twist if you hold on to the chenille stem and twist the bow and get it tighter. So now I've got my 3 loops, and now I want to spread my tails out where I have 3 tails to the back and 3 tails to the front. Now this particular ribbon, it's the same on both sides, so it's really easy. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to spread that chenille stem out. I'm going to pull a blue one to the back, an orange one to the back, and the natural to the back. So then I've got the same thing coming to the front. I'm going to take my chenille stem and go under those back tails, and I'm going to twist it again. And that is what kind of allows you to have that bow that kind of lays flat with the tails spread out in all directions. you have a, you know, a little bit of a messy lump kind of right there in the, where your bow is connected, but it really doesn't, you know.
It doesn't.
It really doesn't show.
Mhm.
And then just spread those tails out. And now we're ready to attach them.
Okay, great. We've already got these other ones
right,
made.
we went ahead and we were Johnny on the spot today. We cut our mesh ahead of time. We cut
Trying to do it quickly.
yeah.
So where do you think?
You know, symmetry. I would say, well, all right. You want to get the balls out first and
Okay.
look at those
Yeah.
and decide. We also have these glitter twig balls.
Yeah.
Gorgeous balls.
Yep.
They're glittery and have sequins, and they're about 4 or 5 inches, and they're messy.
They are messy. They have a lot of glitter, and they're pretty. They're raz. They're really pretty.
So I don't know where you want to put your ball compared to where you want to put the bow. So I'm gonna leave that to you.
Okay. Well, I think that we'll do one. I think where you put was a great spot, and I think we'll kind of, you know, if you're doing it as a centerpiece, you want everybody to be able to get a look at it.
Okay.
So we'll do one on that side, one kind of towards the front.
Okay.
Maybe it's almost like a triangle pattern.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And you can just, you want some floor wire for that? You
Yes,
can just
please.
run that through that vine.
Thank you.
These are really pretty, and they're very light. Well, I mean, you know, they're twig, but they're really, you know, pretty balls. Where is Carrie?
I don't.
Wait,
She would get in here and have us teased.
we can't.
We
talk
can't
about-
turn her loose from the order filling.
You talk about balls without her being. Hey, Carrie.
So I just inserted some paddle wire through that grapevine kind of ball that just fine. So it's easy to work with, and I can run my wire through it. And I'm just running it through here, and I'm not going to cut the tag off.
Leave
just
it.
for,
That's right. We may take these off and may have to use it to go on one of the kids. If one of us decides to take it home with us, we'll cut the tags off.
Right. So I've got this one, and I'm just attaching my wire here. And I'll do it up front where everybody can see it, but I just attached my wire to one of the twist ties.
Okay. All right.
So I'll do it up front next so everybody can see it and try to
Right.
get it close to the
And
camera.
if you were going to need to carry this somewhere, you could always wait till you got it in place, and then, you know, you don't have to secure the balls tight down to the work wreath frame or anything. Now, if you were making this and going to hang it on the door and the door was going to slam,
Right.
then I would say wire that to the work wreath frame. We were just admiring these balls, except we just really couldn't do that without you, and see what you thought about them.
Well, we wanted you to
You
see
like
how
them.
your
Love
orange and
shiny
blue.
balls.
Yeah, we know. We just wanted you to see how well your orange and blue was coming
I do
along.
like it. You like that? Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to attach this one here with the little paddle wire to the twist tie.
Is anybody watching?
We don't know. We're not sure. We're trying to not look at the phone. I said we'd answer questions, you know, later. So we just try to not. We just try to focus on our audience.
It's hard to look at that
I know
black
it
stick.
is. We need a, you know, like that
face.
Big Bang Theory
Yeah.
when
I'll get one of those
Sheldon
signs.
had his face on that computer screen.
Right.
We need a face up there to look at.
You
Okay.
wiring those balls together?
I'm trying.
Let me get back.
There we go. Keep on filling orders,
I'm
please.
feeling, I'm feeling.
Thank you. Okay, so I'm doing my paddle wire here.
He may need to go.
Kind of
over a
more,
little
yeah.
from mine. Oh, I see.
There we go.
I thought you was attaching him, and I thought we'd lost our triangle a little bit.
There we go.
All right. I love this. And this is a new butt for this year. We still have the old turkey butt too. They kept both of them in stock because they've been so popular. So,
Yeah, he looks
but
really
this is the
cute.
new version.
Okay.
He matched the scarecrow head that we had,
Oh, yeah.
and then
I like the color combination.
cute. Okay. All right. So now you got your bows.
Got the bows.
And what the bows, just going to attach those the same way, just
Right, just
say,
kind of taking my chenille stem and attaching it to the twist tie.
anything you can find to attach it to, because sometimes if you try to go all the way down to the work wreath frame, then you squish your bow up like that. You don't want to do that. While you're doing that, I'm going to show you these other balls that we have. over there.
Okay.
These are some more raz balls, and again, it's so hard, I know, to tell on the website, how something, really looks. But these are like about 5 inches, and they're feather, and it looks like real feather. I don't know if it is or not.
They're really pretty. They look like turkey feathers to me.
Well, that's too little for turkey feathers.
Well, the same color.
Oh, okay.
Color combination.
I don't know. I don't know if they're feather or if they're synthetic. I
Right.
don't know. Can't answer that. But they have just a little jute string. But they really would look good with this too. They're a little bit more expensive than these, but the
Yeah.
colors and all would blend.
They're
I
pretty.
think this is from like the Raz Copper Mountain collection this year, or Christmas Cabin, or something like that.
It's pretty.
But they are cute. Lightweight, would be easy to hang on your tree. I've always wanted to do a Christmas tree in coppers and bronze and.
They're so pretty. I did one year. Maybe you'll do one at your house this year.
Well, I'm not going to decorate at my house this year. My husband and I, we're downsizing,
That's right. Yeah.
and we're building a new house, and it's not going to be ready by Christmas. So I think I'm not going to do any decorations between now and then, because I'm trying to pack up and
Right.
get stuff.
Well, we'll really do it up next year for you
Right,
in your
but
new house.
Have you seen those Christmas trees that are that? Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
They're kind of a bronze. They're kind of a gold. They're not metallic gold. They're more like a bronze.
Gold.
I mean,
Tinsel
we've never.
kind of.
They're plastic. I mean, they're like
Oh.
tinsel trees, but not tinsel, but like a regular green Christmas tree, but the limbs are this bronzy color.
Oh, I didn't see that.
We haven't seriously thought about, stocking them or anything, because I was afraid that, that'd be one of those things that you use one time and then you don't want to use again. I don't know.
Right.
You never know about Christmas colors.
Right.
Of course, you can never go wrong with red and green, but metallic colors, but I think that would be pretty one Christmas to do copper and bronze and silver. And
That would be
things.
pretty. I love that color combination.
Well, there it is. I think it's cute.
I do too. I love the colors.
Yeah, I do. I like that. I think it turned out well. And of course, this is I got a tape measure over there, I think, Rachel.
Okay.
The rail itself is like 22 inches, so it's going to be wider than that. So that is, it's a good 34 inches
34 inches.
in length, and then it's going to be, 15 to 17 inches wide, but it's just cute, cute, cute.
I like
I
it.
do like it. I like it. I like it a lot.
I like it a lot. So all of the supplies are from Trendy Tree.
Right.
And you'll put up the information, the link.
I will. I'll do that. When I leave here, that's what I'll be doing. We'll post the video, so it'll be there, and then I'll come back and put the SKUs so you can have those links.
Yes.
And the,
I just don't know what we would do without all your technical
well,
help.
that's the kind of thing I can do. Get the work done here, then I can go home and finish up the paperwork.
You're so smart about that kind of stuff.
But we thank you for watching. We hope
Yes.
you share the link with your friends, and be sure and tune in. We've got several more things that we want to do. I'm not sure what we're going to do next.
We may do one more Thanksgiving, like maybe a turkey wreath,
Okay.
and
okay.
then we'll be moving on to Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got, well, we got maybe might do another Halloween.
One more Halloween?
Maybe.
Okay.
We don't know.
Okay.
We will. But thanks for dropping in.
Yes,
and
thank you
we'll
everybody.
see you next time.
See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.